Hello everyone, today we're going to make a video presentation under the benchmark of audit assurance and compliance subject at Holmes Institute. Today we'll be discussing the corporate governance principles and recommendation and how these principles are adopted in Australian companies and auditing procedure. We'll be discussing the 8 types of ASX corporate governance and principles, and all these principles consist of few types of recommendations that are being assured by cognition of company in relation to the associative skills that are being imposed for the betterment of the company. This report also effectively involves in the identification in demand followed throughout the market and securing 8 principles being properly related to Australian accounting standards. These principles helps in the concrete foundation of the management within a company, and also helps in adding value to the company, which would further help the company to grow in the market. The implication and recommendation of these 8 principles will further be discussed by my other group members. Thank you.
Thank you, Himraj. My name is Matiram Chalugandla. Today I'm going to discuss about the topic 1, identification of 8 types of ASX corporate governance. We're going to first principle, the benefits of laying a concrete foundation for maintenance. And the second one, the creation of structure for boarding the added value. And the third principle, the promoting proper source in ethical value with proper responsibility. And coming to the fourth principle, the identification of integrity solutions through the safeguard for the source of financial report. And principle 5, it is focused in timely making and also the undergoing with the maintaining the perfect balance and difference of resources. And coming to the sixth principle, it is mainly includes the following up the risk associated in the market and properly ensures the management risk is neutralized. And coming to the seventh principle, which deals with recognition and implementing the perfect way of introducing the rights. And the last principle 8, it is mainly recognized with the functioning of a generic source of study involving the proper process for generating and updating remuneration policy to adjust focusing in this principle. Thanks, man. My mates will continue from here. Thank you.
Hi, this is Sofia Khatka from group number 21, and I will be continuing the assignment, the video presentation as a part of our group assignment. I will be covering the topic number 2, impact with recommendation. Board's focus in requirement to adopting formal statement on matters that indulge with generic reserve that is enacted by them. Providing responsibilities with issuing other sort of formal statements, it is recommended that division in responsibility be disclosed by assisting them with better design function. Corporate decisions segmented in making them properly understandable with regarding report that is created by properly mentioned data in appropriation through it. Responsibility assorted through specific identification representation aligned with appropriation of data in under independence in making understandably so that they could understand it in a better proper way. And also all of the required principles are being mentioned by my following friends already in the video presentation. According to the needs required of a company, there are analyses followed up perfectly. Different sort of divisions in business structure to segregate tradition and corporate through within the company. Directors, they mainly focus in incurring through bringing the independent by judgment through their accorded by normal directors. It is required in accordance for benefiting the organization to undertake decisions very effectively. It is recommended there is requirement where board of directors must access in terms of creating professional advice by them for the development of the company. However, non-executive directors shall consider benefits of company in undergoing with conferring ability without present of management that is particularly labeled in all sessions. Relationships that might affecting independent status are scheduled as functioning setup for associative study, where directors are considered as board who is mainly identified as an independent in sourcing corporate governance. Being ethical is very much important in an audit company, which also following the principles of the audit is also very much essential. As an auditor, the roles of the role and responsibility of an audit is very much as an auditor is very much important. So I would like to hand over the presentation to my following friend in my group member. I would like to conclude the assignment from my part. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Roshna, and today I'm going to cover the topic influence in risk in adaptation of corporate governance. In this topic, I'm going to cover about the risk assessment process under AXS corporate governance, audit strategy, and audit approach. The risk assessment process is implied into risk management procedure, which is mainly effective with the global crisis through the financial implications utilized in framework. There are different types of attributes of commercial drivers that is associated with effect of newly implied segmentation through the process. The institutional investors that analyze with functional pointed questions into market, it focus on volatility within the market. The second topic is audit approach. Audit approach is the purpose which is associated in contributing the corporate literature, which being examined through total functioning of auditing and board committee, who are especially focused in changing condition of the earning management purpose within the period. The extensive review of global search in the scenario where directors also intensifies the board and auditing committee is characterized in proper allocation of proxy, where the earning security through the market is associated by the investors. The third topic that I'm going to cover is audit strategy. Uh, it Audit strategy is mainly diverted to extension through literature and auditing implications, and are made for revisions and mainly considered in applying efficiencies regarded to it. The financial regulations which are mainly associated throughout the corporate governance standard is allotting principle for associating in recommendation given to the management. So these are the topics that I have covered. So I would like to forward uh, other topics to my friend.
Hi, good day. My name is Sagar, and I'm going to present about the third topic, that is influence enriched in adoption of corporate governance. And I will be continuing with slides 10, 11, and 12. So, audit evidence is like when a corporate governance seeks to enhance the board of directors by ensuring the characteristics and which mainly focus on earning practice in helping the investors within the market, um, results which are identified by gaining support from board of directors while implementing the audit committee, who is the audit committee is determined to conjugate governing council in accordance towards Australian Government Council. They're mainly involved to future endeavor in a course of gradual improvement in sort of applying and following the principles by granting all sorts of recommendations identified by the auditing team. And then here we got a chart in slide 11 that's like which classifies the asset class, ASX coded, and then trading venue and clearing settlement. So basically it's like a flow chart that you like what kind of a debt security it is. It depends on that, and then it's like a flow chart which is pretty clear in the picture. And then the last slide, that's slide 12, that's the reference list that we use for our assignment for this audit assurance subject. So here's a list of references that we used in our presentation. So that's about it. Thank you so much.